Now we came to a nice, interesting topic, that is separation. Separation based on solid-solid mixing, separation based on, like, no, all these are like solid separation only. When two different solids are mixed up, how to separate it? What are the techniques used to separate it? This is very much useful to us. Some naturally we learn. Understood? Some naturally we learn. When we eat something, if you saw anything unwanted thing present in a dish or the plate, immediately what we'll do? We'll pick it. The best thing, can I say? One example, I think this is common for everyone. Even it is common with my children also. The best thing, can I say? If chili is present in the curry, what you'll do?
We will take it off.
That separation technique is nothing but hand picking. When we go with the normal things, we can use our hand. When we do any mixtures in the laboratory, we use our hand to pick up the things. No, in all the cases, we can't use our hand picking. For example, if the rice consists of stones, easily we can pick or separate the unwanted thing is rice stone here. We happily picked up the stones and we separate the stones. What is the leftover thing? Wanted thing is rice. If the mixture consists of two grains, both are wanted ones. Both grains are wanted, but they are completely mixed up. Both are same size. So definitely we'll go with the hand picking process and we'll easily separate it. So in that way, for you people, hand picking is very useful. In every minute, in every dish, you'll do that. You'll use the separation technique when you're mixed up with different solids. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the separation of solid and solid mixtures. Okay, the best example is hand picking with our hand. If the best example, stones mixed up with rice or different grains are mixed up, if the sizes are equal, that we can see with our experience, definitely we'll go with the hand picking process. Hand picking is not used in all the separation technique. It's based upon the substance or it's based upon the mixtures you have selected. Threshing means what? The method of separating grains from stalk is called threshing. After harvesting, okay, so after harvesting, what we'll do? They'll take the stalks, they'll let it dry, they'll keep big huge blocks. Okay, yes or no? Huge blocks. And
yes,
after completely dried, what the people, one is manual thing. You can see here the manual thing, how the person is removing the grains from the stalk by beating on the floor or by spreading, and one with the machine. They'll use machine to, nowadays, like if the farmer is effective more, like more economically, he's good and he's technically, if he is good, definitely you go with machine. But some cannot afford with machines. So they'll do their own harvesting at the same way. They'll do remaining like crushing, winnowing and everything by their own. Yes, dear? Understood, children? So some like manually by beating the stalk. So by beating the stalk, the grains which are attached to the stalks will be separated with that force. Okay. And
yes.
the other technique is, this is also threshing only. Here the machine is used. So how the sugarcane juice is filtered out from the sugarcane? Okay, like that they'll insert the stalks, a bulk of stalks. Within less time, within no time, they'll separate the grains from the stalk. So next one, the one more thing, if the farmer is not efforts with the economically, if he not efforts the machine, definitely he'll go use the effort of cattle. So the dried stalks are allowed or spread in a particular area, and the cattle wants to like step on that stalk, so that definitely the grains will be separated from that threshing. But when we compare within all the three, machine is the best thing to separate the stalks from the grains from the stalk.
Ma'am, I have seen this beating on the floor and all.
Yes, on road also they'll use sometimes, they'll spread on the road so that when the vehicles move, so that easily they can separate. And one more thing, the inserting into the machine, so that machine itself will separate, and Machine is more effective. Why we'll say that machine is more effective is it easily separates within no time, within less time. It can separate huge number of huge quantity of grains from the straw. Threshing is also used to separate solid and solid mixtures. Okay, it is based upon to remove the straw or to remove the grains from the straw. There are different techniques. That all the three techniques are threshers are same. One is manually done, one is machine is used, one is the bullocks are used. Okay, so all these are nothing but this is about the separation of solid and solid. This is one kind of separation technique. So let us see about the other thing. Next one is winnowing. In case of winnowing, winnowing is the process of separation of lighter and heavier particles from the mixture by wind or blowing air is called winnowing. So after grains got collected, what happened? It is of husk is present along with the grains. So in order to remove the unwanted lightweight dust particles, so we'll do winnowing. When we do, the person stands to a height, and when we do the winnowing process, when he or she do the winnowing process, the lighter husk particles or the dirt particles will be blowed out. So they'll stand to the against the direction of the opposite to the direction of the wind. Understood? So, or if wind is this side, so we can stand like this and do it so that with the force of the wind, the husk will blow out, and what will be the rest of our grains? It's nothing but a simple winnowing process. So winnowing is used to separate the heavier particles from the lightweight particles. Okay. Even if that winnowing is used, even if the household purpose also, when the mother is taken the grains or rice, definitely she'll do like this. When she'll do like this, the lighter particles will be blown off along with the wind or air. Okay, this is the simple winnowing process. One component need to be lighter and the other component need to be heavier. Then only we can go with winnowing.